What's up, guys? We are going to do a trout. It kind of hurts my feelings to do it to a brand new bait, but I need a trout. I don't need this thing. So yeah, this is a bait Sandy Chimera Shad. These are pretty great baits. Let's get it out here. Comes with a nice case. You can also use this case to wrap around your rod, hold your bait too. That way you don't beat your rod to death or your bait. They are pretty choppy. Hooks are good, so we get to reuse all the hardware, no problem there. Tail's pretty great. Also comes with a couple tungsten weights here, which these are probably going to need it. I guess it depends on how cold the water is when it gets there. But this is a good bait. They definitely catch fish, and it's a good color. It's just not what I need at all, and I think it'll make a really good trout. So let's get these hooks and stuff off here and see if we can't. I even hate to take these eyes out, but boy, they're really glued in there. I may leave them. We'll see what I come up with. Tape the tail, or I just wad it up, tape it together. Anyhow, let me get this thing sorted out and we'll get back to you. Okay, so we got her all cleaned up here. I just used alcohol and rag, and then I use my airbrush to blow any of the fuzz off of it. Tail's taped. I'm just decided to tape the eyes. They are like super glued in there. I am not messing with that. I'd have to, it would take a while. Anyways, I went ahead and put a couple toothpicks in here. Set up my ridiculous contraption, as you see, to hold the daggone thing in somewhat of a decent manner. I'm gonna go ahead and load the gun with some opaque white. I'm gonna coat the entire thing. We're blasting this stuff on there. And it's probably gonna take a couple coats. There's a lot of color here, and it's gonna take a lot of paint to get this covered up. So anyways, we're running about 45 PSI. And let's go ahead and get started. Goodbye, nice bait. Hopefully we make something decent out of it. Alright, so got the whole thing covered in white. Took 3 coats to really cover everything up. Now we're going to do a pearlized white here, and we're going to also coat the entire bait. The reason I do the white first, just so I don't use so much pearl white. I don't have a big container of it like I do the big white, so plus this covers everything up. So anyways, here we go, same PSI, 45-50, and we're just going to blast it on, cover the whole bait. probably enough. All right, there we go. Clean the brush, move on. Okay, so next we're going to use a little pearlized gold, pearl satin gold this is. Now I'm going to try and just keep it up, you know, hit the top of the gill plate a little bit, kind of keep it up on the shoulder. I'll probably do the whole back, just, you know, go across the whole base. So did lower the pressure down to about 35 psi, so I ain't blasting it all over the place. Anyway, just take your time, keep the paint up high. Still want a little fade though, so you know, don't angle it straight down and don't angle it up. Just, you know, straight on and a little bit down over top. That'll help your fade out a little bit. There we go. A little bit down here. Okay, let's do this side. More. Okay. Pretty good. Now let's go ahead and, well, daggone you. Tie the top in. Hit that on my hand there. Get the top tied in. This will also help with the fade a little bit down the sides. Okay, there we go. See what the damage is. Right there, not bad. I'm probably gonna live with it. Okay, now we got our gold on. Let me get this heat set and then we'll move on. Okay, I've decided I'm gonna go ahead and just do a 40-50 UVLS gloss right now. Now when I use that stuff, I thin it down a little bit with 4011 reducer. I think I put like 15, well, I can't really see it. Like I put like 15 milliliter in UVLS and like 2 milliliter of 4011 reducer. And this is going to go on really, really high. Air pressure 50, and you want to really get this on there good. A couple coats can't hurt, but you need to let it dry in between coats. It takes at least 15-20 minutes, I think, in between coats when you're doing this stuff. So when I put this on, I want this to give me a little bit of a bluish hue almost. That's when I know I've got enough, and I'm going to coat the entire thing. And I'll speed this up so you ain't gotta just sit and watch, but here we go. Okay, so make sure you're wearing a mask when you're messing with the UVLS. Not that you shouldn't all the time, but if you don't have a good aeration like I got over here, you definitely should be wearing a mask. Anyways, we got the thing coated. We'll let it cure and I'll be back. Okay, this thing is all cured up, ready to go. Just got that UVLS all on there ready to get going. So anyways, I was going to bring this up again. You guys should probably check this guy out, Custom Bait Shop. Just give Adam a call here or check out his website down here and get you some stencils because they're awesome and we're going to use one. So this one here is the real scale. This is the small pattern. I thought it'd look a little better on a little trout coloration. So let me get this opened up here. Now, get that oriented the right way. All right. So I just need to line that up and get the scales kind of at the angles I want them. Something like that will do fine. There we go. I'm just going to press it on there. Just not too wild, but definitely want to get it where I like it. There we go. Okay. And get that back there. Make sure we go ahead and just get the top good. I'm not worried about the face. I think I'll separate the face again. Okay. Alright. Sweet. Check them out. So first color I'm going to use is my transparent green pumpkin. I went over this a couple different videos. I'll do it one more time for you guys. Okay, so in order to make that, here's the colors we need. 3 to 1. Okay, I got this in some other videos, but you can see the names of them and the part number. 3 to 1 ratio. That's what I use. And here's the paint. I'll just put it in these little Amazon. I got a little mixer ball in there. Alright, so first color here, we're just going to keep this up here high on the shoulder. I want to leave plenty of line for the, you know, the trademark rainbow line down the side of them here. This is going to be a little more in detail, I think, of a rainbow than what I've done in the past. So anyways, we're go ahead and get some, see what we got here. Let me turn the air pressure down. Alright. Much better. We're on about 35 psi. Like I said, we're just going to kind of keep this up high, do a little fade. There we go. And keep him up there. Okay, now that's about all I want for that on there. Let me clean the brush out. Okay, so next color here, we're going with a transparent flamingo pink. And we're just going to put our lateral line in here with it. And we're running about 30 psi. Okay. Go ahead and get that in. Okay, I'm not too worried about running up on the head here. We can actually probably, I might just leave that how it is because I'd like to separate this later on. Get back here. Let's try to run it kind of off the bait. Up here. And we'll kind of just some up there. Okay. Alrighty. Looks pretty good. So next I'm going to do a pearl silver. And I'm just going to kind of run along the bottom here. I might fade it up a little bit here and there. I don't know how wild I'm going to get with this, but just turn the air pressure down again. Okay, so we're about 35, 40. You got to run a little higher air pressure with the pearls. That way they come out of the gun. They can really be a hassle sometimes, so just make sure we got plenty of air pressure. Make sure your stencil's down good. Just checking on the tail here. And this may not even show up too great. Okay. Alright. Okay, now I think that's about all I want to do with the stencil on this side. So let's get the airbrush cleaned out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and peel this. I'm going to try and peel it prior to heat setting. So let's see what we can do here. I think it should be just fine. I don't see any issues. Okay, there we go. Coming off great. Sweet. Alright, and there's that. That's what we got so far. Now we got a lot of tidying up to do, so let's flip this thing around and get this side caught up. Time. Okay, so we're going back to our homebrew green pumpkin here, or whatever you want to call it. About 40 psi. I'm just going to cover the back here and try and fade some things together. I'll get it to come out again. Like that. Okay. Alright, well, my nozzle came loose somehow. I don't know if I ever had that happen. Anyways, back to it. Let's get this thing painted up here. Pull that back a little bit. And down the side. And we got there. Looking pretty good. Okay, let me clean the airbrush. Okay, so I totally forgot to make stencil for this, which whatever, no big deal. But we're going back to white. I'm going to pull the head back so we can do a proper blend up here. I'm just going to use a random other stencil just to try to keep me from having too much blowback on everything else. So anyway, let's go ahead. We're running about 30 psi here. And I'm just going to try and use it as an eraser pretty much here. Kind of making it up as I go here. Just trying to get rid of the scale patterns, all I'm really doing. Let's go this side. See if this thing will cooperate. Fred's gonna have to get down here. Alright, so put that up there. one kind of line up the head. Just erasing the scale pattern, all we're doing. Just make it a little bit easier to deal with whenever we blend everything together. And it ain't gotta be completely perfect. We'll try our best. Just give that side a break. Get back over here. We're getting there. Sure wish I had a stencil. Okay, that on there. It ain't gonna be 100% eliminated. I mean, it's definitely gonna get pulled back. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's get some pearl white and get that back going. All right, back to our pearl white. Now we're just covering up what we just put down here to kind of get the hue back to where we want it. And get that shine back to the bait. Okay. To this side, same deal. If I can get this up there. Okay. Alright, we're back to pearl white. Okay, now we can do stuff. And clean the brush. Okay, so we're going to get us a little glitter ribbon, and we're going to knock us a piece off of it, and we're going to fold that over on itself twice. So essentially you're going to have 4 layers you're going to spray through. Alright, now we're going right back to our pearl silver here, and I'm going to lay this directly on the gill plate, and I'm going to spray over what we've got. So let's get that on there. If I can hold it on there. It's just giving a nice broken up situation up here on the gill plate. I'm still spraying a little bit forward to try to keep from blowing back on the rest of the bait. Okay, there we go. Now it's going to be hard to see probably in the camera, I don't know, but that just gives it some texture on the face there. Let's go ahead and get the other side and lay it on the face. Over, down, spray forward. Okay, there we go, got all the texture. All right, so clean the brush. Okay, back to pearlized gold, and now we're going to add in a Gerald Mendez stencil right here. And what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to put some gold highlights down here around the bottom of the jaw and kind of fade it back into some of this what we're going on back here. Okay, so I don't want a lot of this, just a little. And I want it to be pretty broken up, but I think I want the broke up section to be on the top of the front of the mouth. So I'm going to use something like this section here to kind of break it up on its way down. Go ahead and get some of that on there, turn it a little bit. Brace myself here. Okay, it's not necessarily as broke up as I'd like it, but what are you gonna do? Let's see here. Find a little better section of stencil. The bottom, I'm just gonna go kind of stay on the bottom side of the gill plate. Just find you a good spot on there you think you like the look of it, and go ahead and put it on. Okay, there we go. Got a nice broke up bit of gold on the bottom. Let's go to this side. See if we can't get this look a little bit more exciting. Let me just balance my finger right there. Okay, and then same deal. Find you a spot you think you like, and get her down there where you think you want it. Bottom of the gill plate is kind of where I like to put this pattern. If I can get the, here we go. Use this little spot right here. Easy access. Okay. Now, that on there, I'm gonna put just a little bit of the same kind of concept kind of across the top here. That way when I pull this the green pumpkin down, it'll kind of fall into it a little better. Okay. Here. Alright. Just a little bit more towards the eye. Okay, got that in. Okay, should be good. Let's go ahead and clean the brush back out. Okay, so trout, they're different anywhere you go, I guess, but sometimes they got this big blob of pink up here on the gill plate. So this is just, I'm randomly trying this. I've not tried this. I thought it would look neat, maybe. I just taped off one of the sections out of this Mendez stencil, and I'm gonna just spray the pink pretty much straight into it there, and kind of just see where it goes. This could be a mega fail, but I want to try it. About 30 psi, and I don't know how wild I'm going to get with this. I kind of want it to somewhat line up with the top back there, kind of run forward towards the eye. That's kind of what I'm wanting to happen. Whether that's going to work or not, I don't know. Let's just get it on there and try it, I guess. You can only do it wrong once. Or, well, that doesn't even make sense. Never mind. I'm a little nervous because I don't know what I'm doing. All right, here we go. Go ahead and get this started. Okay. Well, it's definitely pink. See if we can, let's see here. I might just use that same spot. You know what? I think I might just leave that. It actually don't look too bad. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Some things grow on you as you do them. You never know what's going to happen. Alright, so I think I had something like that. And that kind of maybe angle it up a little bit more. I don't know. Like that general area. Let's try it. I don't hate it. Probably blend in well enough. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get the top of the head going here. Transparent green pumpkin. Okay, about 30 psi. I'm going to then get this tied back together up here on the top of the head. Now, it seems to me as if trout, they're the green on them. Down just a little bit there, like so. Yep. Something like that. Let's see over here. Okay. That's pretty close. Alright. Got the head back into business. I think I'm gonna pull this back just a little bit right above that pink. Just that in that area there. Something like that. And the same over here. Just kind of get it down a little bit more. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna try it. We got this pearl copper here. I'm gonna try and just use a liner, little, not really even a liner brush, just a cheapo little micro brush. I'm gonna try and just hit the bottom of this. I might try and hit some of this bottom fin. Probably not gonna get too wild with this because it may not even work. Let's see what we can do here. I'll just try to stay on that bottom section. Just to give it a little bit of highlight. Okay. Just a little dab over here. I think you gotta have paint on your brush in order for them to work. Okay. Bit of highlight there, and we'll just do some of this. Just kind of forward section, a little bit over here. Yeah. Okay. Next, a little bit of medium gray. And we'll just try to drop some color in here. And we'll go ahead and do this while we're here. Smear it in there. And just try to do some lines. Next, we're going to use a little light brown, a little bit of accent. Need to start on the other side, let that dry. Okay. Close enough. Okay, I'm going to hit the top of this with a little transparent dark brown. Okay, let's see how this turns out. Transparent black. This stencil, I think this came from Spray Ground, I think. Heck, I don't know. Just look for a modeling stencil. There's a bunch of different sizes. I got this one. I got the one I was messing with earlier. You can kind of see I would recommend getting different sizes. You're gonna want them. Anyways, I'm just gonna lay this on there and try and spray out and see if we can't get our speckles and see if it's any faster than trying to hand speckle everything. Here we go. Well, here goes nothing. I'll try and start up here on the top. Now these things got them everywhere, so sure would be nice. We need a custom bait shop to make one of these things that's sticky. So that would be awesome. Well, let's just do a little at a time. Well, man, I really want to get on there and get it all. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, let's see if we can get the back. Turn that way, I guess. Okay, looks pretty speckly. Let's see here, maybe add a little bit more up here. Okay. Okay. Now, see if we can get the back. All right. Now, let's see if I can just. They got speckle. I bet I'm pretty confident these things got speckle dots all over them. The ones that got speckle dots. Now, let's see about what that might look like. If I can just hold that still. And then the very last bit. I may want to do from this side. I'm just going to slide this up here about like so. Okay, do a few more on this corner here. Okay, so my phone died. That stinks. I don't know where I was. I think I got some of this polka dottage on here. I'm just gonna finish this out. Okay, still got the transparent black going, and we're 35 psi. I'm just tying in the top of the head and around the eyes. 35 psi, yeah. Okay. It's probably way too dark. So that's probably good enough. Okay, now I'm going to do around the eyes. This side. Okay. Do a little bit of touch up around the face. Darken that pink up a little bit. Okay. All right. So there we have it. Rainbow trout. Pretty basic scheme for the most part. It's good and shiny. It's not ultra realistic, but that's okay. All right, here we go. We got us a trout. I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, I'm gonna fish it, so yeah, I don't mind it at all. So that was the Bait Sanity Chimera Shad. I can't ever remember the name of this thing. But yeah, if you guys liked the video, make sure you like it and subscribe, and come back and watch some more. I'm gonna get this thing clear coated, and we'll see how it looks after that. Thanks for stopping by. See ya.